to answer Ravi's question, once they're adults, it will be fine. And my son told me, "Whoa, mom, you wrote all that stuff." He told me that.
So now when he uses those words, you're going to have a tough time.
No, because see, my kids were exposed to a lot because they lived in the UK. So they were quite cool about it. So I told him, I said, yeah, some things are not okay in the Indian culture. Some things are okay. Like when we went to the UK, I had to tell them not to call everyone uncle and auntie. Because they would feel very offended.
So auntie is a very loaded term.
Yeah, seriously. In India we have this thing of giving respect. So over there,
When it's not wanted.
Exactly. It's so when they came back here, they would call everyone by their names. I said, no, now you have to call them uncle. I mean that's how it was. Over there, if you call them, they say, no, I'm not your uncle. They feel.
Yeah, you can't just have relations. So Preeti, what are you working on next?
I have 2-3 things here, so let me see which one takes shape.
Okay.
But after this book, it has been one crazy whirlwind. I haven't had time to sit down and think. And so when I go back, that's when I'll settle down and I'll get down to taking out what I really want to work on.
Brilliant. Any more questions from anyone? Yes, please go ahead.
Preeti, what do you think about extramarital? This happens, we know this, and this has been increasing with this urbanization, and both working, and we being spending less time with our husband or wife. These days we even have women who go ahead with these affairs and these relationships. So, what would be your piece of advice?
I would like to answer that with a quote. Love lasts forever and ever, only the partner changes. It's not that I endorse extramarital affairs or I'm against them. The fact is they happen for whatever reasons. I mean, it is a very real fact. So, when you've been married very long, I think you're very fortunate if you're with that same person. I've been married 18 years. I think, touch wood, one is very lucky. So I think it's that, okay, and I would say that no marriage is affair proof. No marriage, no matter how close you are. So you have to jealously guard what you have. So obviously, when you got married, there was something in that person which attracted you. You fell in love, and once the kids come, it's a totally different ball game. It's crazy. I think the relationship between a husband and wife goes for a toss. So unless you do, so what happens is, I think what happens in affairs is that you ignore the warning bells. So okay, you're busy in your work. Suddenly there's this colleague who is attractive. So you end up talking to that colleague more. You spend long hours at work. I mean, it is bound to happen. Any guy and girl, throw them together for a considerable amount of time, give them something to share. It is a fact. So then you got to take a call whether is it worth remaining with that person. Sometimes what happens is the husband and wife grow apart because they grow as individuals. Then they are no longer the same two people who got married. The husband might have grown, he might have evolved, wife might have grown, she might have evolved. Then they can't connect anymore. Then what's the point staying in that marriage? So I feel it's just individual. That's what I feel.
Yes, and also the technology that you were talking about. Yeah, it makes things much easier these days to chat, to DM, to Facebook message.
Absolutely. And
so,
sorry.
Go ahead.
No. So do you remember that? In the village they said the women shouldn't have mobile phones.
Women should have mobile phones. So it's like, it just becomes so much easier. You're in a bad mood, you had a fight with your husband. I've also been married 17 years, but you have a sympathetic shoulder right there on your mobile phone.
Absolutely, yes.
And no one can find out. You don't need to go out in the chane ka khet in the middle of the night, and all that doesn't happen anymore. So technology has made things easier, and also I think we're looking for gratification too much.
True. See, I think, when you've been married 18 years, I think, one will feel very good if someone tells you, oh, you're looking beautiful. You're dying to hear those words. All of us like to be admired, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl. So when you're getting that from another source other than your spouse, you can be certain that's the start of...
Those are the danger signs.
Absolutely.
When you look for compliments from others.
No, but I would say that just because you look for compliments doesn't mean you run and have an affair. As long as you're...
You have a safe head on your chin.
As long as you're aware where you're going, then I feel it's fine.
Anyway, so that's for a longer discussion on Twitter.
What about following your dreams?
You should follow your dreams. I'm all for it. You should follow your dreams, come what may, and make them come true.
This book is all about that. It's about following her dreams, and what I really like is the fact that her protagonist doubts herself a lot. She really grapples with a lot of issues, and it is quite a bold step for her to okay, fine, whatever, I'm not giving the story away, but to go for whatever she goes after all her past history.
Yep.
There's a lot of demons that she battled.
Yeah, for her she's not able to speak up, which I guess most of us, how many of us will really speak up against our parents? We won't, we'll just suck up. I know so many of my friends who get married to the people their parents tell them to get married to.
Absolutely.
They're not able to kind of speak up or,
And the resentment lasts through the marriage. It's going to stay in the marriage and everything. Anyway, we got to a very grim topic now. True. Any other questions from anyone? Ravi again.
Ravi, I'm dreading what you're going to ask.
How do you find your new publisher?
Excellent. Excellent. I'm so pleased. I find my new publishers really nice.
Anushri, take a bow. I'm a Westland author too, so I'm going to endorse that. I'm going to second Preeti.
Yeah, honestly, Westland is the best I have worked with so far.
Yeah.
And I'm, being very honest when I'm saying that.
I don't think any other publisher promotes their authors with so much heart in the publishing.
And with Westland, I discovered that I've interacted with so many people. All of them are like, so proud to be a part of that group. It shows.
Yeah.
When you have your heart in anything, it will always show.
I'm sorry you were asking a question.
All of your books. I just wanted to ask you one question. I just wanted your thought. Your book is on your wish list. If I am following my wish list.
Right.
But there are some times when I have to follow some other duty. Due to some of my important duty, I have to distance my wishes list.
True.
If something happens that to you in person, what will you do?
See,
piece of advice from me.
I get it. See, so what happens is, when we say wishes, there can be two types of wishes. One can be a fantasy wish list. Like, I want to star in the next James Bond movie. So, I'm just giving an example. So, obviously that's a fantasy. I know that's not going to happen. So, I just put it in that thing and, okay, it's a dream. But if I have a wish which I really want to do, okay, there might be an obstacle. But I would try my best to achieve it. But if the obstacle is insurmountable, I would say let it be for some time, Maybe the universe has some other path for you. Maybe it has. For example, I never thought I would be an author. All I wanted was a corporate career. But when I became a mother, and if at that time if somebody had told me that you will give up your job and stay at home, I would have laughed at them. I would have said, no way, I wanted to have this high-flying career and I wanted to go up the corporate ladder. But when I had my son, my dreams changed. I said, I cannot do this. I want to stay at home. And I was a stay-at-home mom. I was a housewife. And, I felt happiness in that. So what I'm trying to tell you is that was an obstacle to what I wanted to achieve. But finally, where I have come is a different path. So for all if you face obstacles, it might be that it's taking you to a better path. And this I speak from experience of many years. So don't get disheartened by obstacles.